So, as you can see, Bitcoin took a big old shit right here, okay? It went as low as like 63K. It looks to be like retesting that support, that line of support right there, right around 63K. And if that support doesn't hold, Bitcoin's basically going to go down a little bit more and then retest this support over here. Now, this support over here is like 61, maybe it's like 61,500, so like 61,500. Another possible line of supports, maybe like 62K even. And the reason why you want to kind of like have these numbers in your head is because if Bitcoin does take a shit down to that level, reality is Bitcoin dominates the space. So when it's taking a shit, everything else bleeds too. Because the reality is the whales in the space, not just the crypto market, but all the markets, they dump the price of Bitcoin so they can buy more and they can accumulate. It's really that simple. So while everyone else is panicking because they got greedy and they started playing with leverage, I'm not totally against leverage, but the reality of the situation, a lot of people like get in here and they want to make big money and they take on a crazy amount of risk. And it ends really badly for them, unfortunately, because these whales play their game. So there's like leverage lines of leverage probably around here. People are getting too cocky. They think Bitcoin's going to go to 100K right now. It may be next week. It might be 2 weeks from now. I mean, Bitcoin is getting the Taproot upgrade, I believe, in the next few days. So that'll be pretty big. It's not a very sexy upgrade, but it will make the network better, which is good. Yeah, you just want to keep those lines of support in mind. That's not to say it for sure will crash through this line of support right here, right around 61K. Here, let me see, or 63K. Pardon me. That would be a little. That'd be better, honestly, if it went down a little bit further for me, because I like to accumulate some of these altcoins at cheaper prices. Solana's finally coming down. I'm definitely looking to scoop some Solana if it proceeds to pull back a little bit more. I probably will buy heavy if it gets like closer to 200 bucks, but we'll see. It really depends on what Bitcoin does, because when it, again, like we said earlier, when it takes a shit, everything else kind of follows suit. So, something to pay attention to. It's for my traditional setup, it's more like price, uh, all-time high, 24-hour, 7-day, 30-day. Then you have the 30-day chart, so you can like get a perspective of where this cryptocurrency has been in the past 30 days. I personally like having that. I sometimes put 7-day if we're like maybe in a more volatile segment of the month or something, like maybe the end of the month. That's the one that kind of comes to mind. Besides that, I don't really know. But yeah, it's the reason why I have it set up that way is because the 30-day chart gets to it shows you a wider perspective of the market, like where it's been in the past 30 days. And some people are visual learners, so they need to see that chart. I like having it because it's definitely a good tool to have. I'll show you right here. You can customize this stuff. So as you can see, Bitcoin is down 2.73% on the daily. That's no bueno, because everything else, again, kind of follows Bitcoin's lead. Bitcoin's taking a shit, so is everything else. Again, we're getting closer to that $63,000 line of support. Is it a break in the stream? We'll see. But the whole point of this video is to show you guys more or less like some ideas that you should be playing with when looking at crypto. So instead, you got to go for the stuff that's kind of slow. It's not doing so well. It's not performing very well. Like Cosmos, for example, it's $31. So you can see the all-time high is $44.70. That's pretty hefty discount. That's like, you do the math, it's at least a 40% gain from this price to the all-time high. You buy a few of those, you buy one maybe at this price or something, and then you wait till it goes to maybe $30 because Bitcoin may or may not go down in price, in the next few hours. That will influence the rest of the market. I think next few months, Bitcoin will be going up for the most part. Obviously, we will have pullbacks. That's just part of the game, like pullbacks are really healthy. Obviously, big dumps are whale games. So just something to pay attention to. So yeah, like 7 days, Cosmos is down 15.55%. Polkadot's actually another good buy, in my opinion. It's down 12% on the 7 day. And the reason why it's only down on the 7 day and not the 30 day or the 60 day is a lot of these cryptos, for the most part, have gone up like some of them 3, 4x. Like Mana, for example, that shit went up. I'd say at the peak, it was like 5, 6x. Pretty crazy stuff. Meanwhile, like Cosmos, I believe did more like a 3 to 4x because market cap's a bit bigger, takes more volume to come into it to influence the price. That's just a little tip right there. Keep at your disposal. Polkadot's got parachains going on right now, so we for sure can get back up to that $55 all-time high. I don't know how high Polkadot's going to go, but I could see it going to $75 in the next maybe like month or two. Like guessing, like it's all speculation, you guys. I could be totally wrong. It could just go to like 60, 65 and then wimp out, but I don't know. I'm pretty strong with my conviction on Polkadot, so I think $75 is obtainable. Some people are saying $100, $150. I'm not saying it's not possible. It really depends on Bitcoin, because like if Bitcoin 2x's from here, Polkadot could like probably 4 or 5x. But if Bitcoin 3 to 4x's, then Polkadot could do like, a 6 to 10x possibly. Because it's so much smaller in market cap in comparison to Bitcoin. So volume. Another good scoop is Polygon, in my opinion. This is a project that I actually got into earlier this year along with Polkadot. I started buying Polygon or Matic like around 20, 30 cents. And it went as high as 268. Pretty good. $2.68. That's another one that's down on the 7 day. It started to come up. As you can see, there's like $1 that you can make riding up to the all-time high. I think Polygon and slash Matic may go to like $4 or $5 in the next couple of months. Another one that I would look at is maybe Uniswap. Uniswap actually hasn't moved a whole lot in comparison to a lot of these other coins. So I personally am like accumulating some of this, like around 20 to like $25. Not that I'm not buying any like above $25, but it's just most of my buys are below $25 because I think it's really undervalued right now. Solana, like I said, it's starting to come down. I'm starting to scoop a little bit of that. I'll probably buy more if it gets closer to $200. VeChain is still a good buy in my opinion. I think VeChain not 3 or 4x in the coming months. We'll see though. I like Engine, but I wouldn't be buying Engine right now. So like going back to the whole thing with the 24-hour, like Decentraland's pumped. So what I did is I had some orders around $2.50 that I scooped up, like I'd say like a week or two ago after it cooled off, after it came down from its all-time high of $4.69. And I took profits on that, and I actually put some of that into AVAX. AVAX has cooled off a bit. I scooped some like $83. I scooped some Polkadot as well because parachains should be explosive for Polkadot. Again, I don't know how high it'll go, but I think we could see like it going to $75. So I put some of my profits from Mana into Polkadot because Polkadot's down on the weekly. Parachains, like I said, should drive the price upwards. But yeah, I mainly today I bought a little bit of Solana. I'm gonna buy a little bit of V Chain if it comes closer to down to 15 cents. I know it's half a cent, you guys, but like I'm gonna buy a bigger amount if it goes to under 15 cents. What I'm trying to say. This price, I'll still buy some, but I'm gonna go heavier if it goes down. Same with most of these. I'm gonna buy more Cosmos, Polkadot, Avalanche, Chainlink. I'm still buying it, but that's like under $30. I'm gonna accumulate more. Harmony One's looking good. Uniswap's looking good. I buy a little bit of Ren here and there. Kusama, I think it's still undervalued. I think it has a long way to go. Cardano is actually fairly down from its all-time high of $3.10. I think Cardano may go to like $4 or $5 in coming months. I think that's a good buy as well. I buy a little bit of that like every week, just like 20, 30 Cardano, just throw it in there. Forget about it, gain some interest on it wherever you stake it. Obviously, don't sleep on Bitcoin or Ethereum, you guys. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Got to make that abundantly clear. You want to put your money in stuff that's cooled off. It's getting ready to start pumping again. Now, that's not to say Bitcoin can't just like take a massive shit and go to like 55K and drag everything down like 20% or something, but that's entirely possible. We don't know when the market's going to top out. People are speculating how high Bitcoin will go. I think 100K is a really big sell wall, not to mention like 75K, 80K, 85K, because everyone and their mother says they're going to sell at 100K or they're going to hold diamond hands it or whatever. But the smart people are going to take profits before that. Like if they've been in the game long enough and it makes sense for them, they're going to take profits maybe like 97.5 or something. Like, you know what I mean? It's all a race to take your profits first. So if you're not taking profits and your crypto that you bought like takes a shit, you basically like lost time and effort because you didn't take any profits and now you're like back to square one. That's not to say the price isn't maybe higher than what you bought it. That's not to say it doesn't have more potential. I'm just saying like you might as well put your money in projects that kind of cooled off and they're ready to like move up in the next few weeks. I don't really like Sushi Swap, just putting that out there. I have it on my alts list, but that's a position that I'm clearly moving out of because I only have a handful. So I would not buy Sushi Swap, even though it's down considerably on the 7-day. So it looks like the support is holding. Let's update this. I don't know if the trading view updates. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin is at 63.4 now. It has come up since the beginning of the stream. So that's good. I hope that support continues. I don't know what you guys think about live streams like this. I'd like to try more live streams. Give me a few more streams and I think we'll be good to go. I think it's cool to do stuff like this, just give you like little tips on the fly. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Invest at your own risk. If you're looking to get into crypto, please do not put all your money in at once. spread out your buys, dollar cost average into the projects that you're interested in, and please do your own research. Don't just take everyone's word on the internet for fact, like, oh, like Shiba Inu is going to go to a penny, for example. Like, I'm not saying it's never possible, but it's going to be a while. Like, we have to almost like 500x or something. Do you understand how much money that is? We're talking like over $1 trillion flooding into Shiba Inu. Not saying it can't happen, but please, like, invest in solid projects. Yeah, that about does it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream/video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content like this. I'm still a beginner, but I would like to help anyone else that I can in the space that's just getting started. Like, I've been in crypto seriously, I'd say like 9 to 10 months. Help you guys like avoid the same mistakes that I did. That's why I'm going to continue to make content like this, whether it's streams or like regular videos. So please be sure to subscribe, follow the channel, like the videos, show some support, and leave any comments down below. If you have questions, send me a message if you guys got questions too. Like, you don't have to leave it down below if you're embarrassed or shy or whatever. You don't want to look like a fool. Everyone's got to look like a fool to look like a expert, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, you got to start somewhere. So don't be discouraged. Get in there, but invest wisely and spread out those buys. Have a great day, everyone.